here in Pittsburgh, and this is the 13th meeting between the two teams. Georgia Tech holds an 8-4 lead in this series, with the Panthers winning the last meeting in Atlanta. We talked about two of the dynamic players in Kara Dunn and Tonie Morgan as well, but I tell you what, Usna Augustine.
I like this kid, Augustine. She is a scorer. She can shoot threes. She can get to the rim.
And a 3-ball on the other side for the Panthers. That's an area that the Panthers can improve in, coming in, shooting just 68% from the charity stripe. Blackshear finds something on the left, but couldn't connect at the rim.
Turnovers. They've got 5 turnovers in 5 minutes. Got to take better care of the basketball. And you see them coming right out, going right to Kara Dunn. See, there is where you're going to get this matchup zone. You're going to break it right there at mid-post, but you got to hit the shot.
Blackshear had a nice look at the rim, couldn't connect, and Leatu King now on the board. Seeing more of that zone that we've been privy to. They've been playing zone more in the last 2 games, so essentially all ACC. And the 3-ball, that's knocked down. And Laredo coming in with hitting her 13th 3 of the season. Three on the shot clock. The dish on the inside. That's rattled in, and a nice bucket. Bustamante comes down with the rebound. Pulls up, top of the key. It'll be a long 2, and drains it. Georgia Tech shooting 60% from the field, 2 for 2 from distance. Perkins was left outside, the transfer from USC. And that's a 3-ball that will go down as Rusna.
Going to let it fly. Do not make the mistake of going behind the screen. I'm not sure that's something that Coach Birdie drew up.
And battle with the miss on the other end. Bustamante hovered on the baseline, but then you have Kara Dunn.
3-level scorer, but her specialty is in that mid-range area.
Corner 3, that one's knocked down. The second 3.
They have a way of making teams play ugly.
Well, 5 seconds left on the game clock. There'll have to be a heave, and it's actually going to be held up, as there was no way that Aislin Malcolm can get that one off. So the first quarter comes to an end. Had 6 points in their win over Virginia. And that came down to free throws as well, as another 3-ball, Helen. Cold tub later, I'm assuming?
For sure. For sure. Look at every time King gets the ball, she's got 3 people on her. And that's what's going to happen. You see everybody against King there. There's 2 people on her, 3 people on her. Somebody's going to be open, and you've got to make Georgia Tech pay like Malcolm did.
Aislin Malcolm actually shooting 40% from 3. 22nd 3 that's knocked down for her this season. As Kara Dunn just continues to be all over the floor. 8 for 17 in her last 5 games from distance. Knocks down the one in the previous play. Is that 3-ball? Kara Dunn with back-to-back buckets.
16 of them coming in the second quarter. At one point, she had nearly the same amount.
A lot of attention on the inside. Passed out. Short shot clock again. Bella Perkins knocks it down.
Bustamante right there is on their player. Watch her go all the way into the paint. No need to be there. Loses her player wide open. Perkins there for the 3-pointer.
Dunn turns around, and her night continues. 13 points now for her. Already with 15 after that last bucket. Bella Perkins can find an outlet. Here comes Kara Dunn. Doesn't have the numbers, takes it anyway, and when you're that type of player,
you'd have a little bit more patience there, be more open when they move the ball around.
Kara Dunn finds the look, drains it.
3-level score.
Has a total of 20 points in 15 minutes. Yeah, she's her.
they're more open when they get King the ball and she can score, but they have not been able to get it to her.
That is the first miss for Kara Dunn. Panthers right now with 10 turnovers and are approaching the 5-minute mark as far as a scoring drought as Leah King able to. Last minute of play, Tonie Morgan gets her own miss, still short. Kara Dunn able to track it down with the reset shot clock. Takes the bump and gets the bucket.
Defensive rebounds and getting those second shots. You see the shot here, the hoop and the harm. Enough for them to throw the ball to Kara Dunn.
That's what you would draw up? They do just
nice
that, but then they meet it by Leah King, so the plot thickens as this one is going to be concluded at halftime, 35-24. As Leah King able to get the steal and the bucket, so that's another different way that she can get on the board.
It's a slow pass, and she read that. That was just like a cornerback doing a pick six there. Just read it and jumped the route.
As a player over the last couple of seasons with the Panthers, she's trying to lead by example. The dish on the inside, the Blackshear goes.
Great example of not getting impatient.
Ogutanite has been quiet.
That's the second pass they've had where they penetrated in that zone, got the ball to Blackshear. Second time they've been able to score.
Only 3 players had scored in the first half for Georgia Tech. That was a combined 35 points. And as we highlighted at halftime, we know where the bulk of that came from.
Pitt only getting one opportunity at the basket.
Morgan sends it outside. Usanate knocks that one down. Blackshear.
Yeah, just penetrating here, and nice little shot there by Usanate. And that's the reason why she can hit those.
Hit 2 earlier in the game, and then Malcolm responds with a triple of her own.
And then Malcolm says, well, if nobody's going to guard me, then I'm just going to shoot. That was a nice, strong rebound. You know, one of the things I love about her is that she will probe and probe and probe and probe for the layup. Again, just nice little bit of English on that, but that's okay. The Girl Scouts had vegan cookies. So,
I know
yes,
you're elated.
So I'm elated. I'm definitely going to have to purchase some now because I thought it was nice play. Execute out of timeout, isolating her, coming from the weak side to the strong side.
And for one of the players that we highlighted in the game to be on a slow start is a privilege for, what Georgia Tech has offensively.
And you talk about Morgan, she has not scored, but she does have 8 rebounds, so still continuing to contribute.
Ogusanate outside knocks it down.
They need to go to her to establish the offense.
The only player that was in double figures was Kara Dunn, as the Panthers on the other side gets the and one to go. That one goes to Bella Perkins.
10 points there off the steal, and the and one opportunity for Perkins. She came to play today for Pitt.
And that's on the other side, for Georgia Tech, just understanding what they have to be on the three-point line. And we've seen Usanate, who's been able to knock it down. We've seen also Kara Dunn knock down a triple as well, as Malcolm looks to respond with the 3 of her own and does just that.
Pass, even though they didn't make it. Good choice for the passes for Pitt.
Morgan at the rim, a bit too strong. Bella Perkins turns down the 3, and the dish on the inside to King is miscued.
See, these are passes that Georgia Tech's making that I'm sure is really frustrating to Coach Fortner.
It's just a 9-point game
for them. Yeah. And that's a matchup that they need to exploit there.
Are even with Georgia Tech in this third quarter, 16. Baseline drive, and that one's going to go down. Marley Washenitz. I would have to say the beam.
The beam?
The beam, but the floor has been incredible. Working their way back to see if they can tie this ball game up.
Well, when you play defense, you have an opportunity to get open shots there, and Malcolm has come to play in the second half. A little slow with the offense here for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, we've seen a different type of pace from Georgia Tech in their offense. 73 points per game.
Well, I think that's part of your identity when you're not a great offensive team, is you can create opportunities for yourself and energy off of your defense. And It's been great for them here in this third quarter, and you see her now.
4 on the shot clock. Morgan from the wing. Nothing but net.
She turned down a three-pointer before that, and she can shoot that shot. And you see here really 4 people around her. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a three-pointer by Morgan.
Look at King. She's drawing a lot of attention.
Basically 4 people around her, and that's when you leave Perkins open there. Has there the 4 people around her, and then just a really nice look there for Perkins. And that's not. I think she's done a better job with the mental aspect of the game and trying to find different ways to impact the game if she's not scoring. The first half it was rebounding. That's her 4th block.
Yes.
A little impatient there, trying to get her coming off that cross screen. Still giving her an opportunity to go one-on-one here.
Still gets to the money spot on the floor. Her side of you.
You see here, she just needs a sliver. They don't come over to help as much because Perkins was over on. Execute, take your time.
Washington's found the lane and took it.
Georgia Tech defense, there's been a lack of focus and communication and execution on that end.
Morgan.
At that free throw line area, she's going to turn and assess and see if there's a mismatch, and she's going to act accordingly.
Still by Morgan. A block at the rim. She got her own block, though. Was able to finish on the second try.
Yeah, just a lazy pass there. Got to be aggressive here in the half court. But, time running out for Pittsburgh here.
Minute 45 left, and that's what they don't want to see as Inez Naredo.
9 points, but hit some big shots for them when they needed it. Got to go quickly here. Don't have a whole lot of time.
Blocked at the top of the key by Blackshear. Perkins can get that one off. 8 still left on the shot clock. It'll be a little bit more convincing for the Panthers right now, trying to see if they can get back into this one as Malcolm able to knock that one down. See what Tori Verdi was able to draw up. 2 seconds left. And Morgan, we'll see if that will go down as a steal as the game comes to a close. But Georgia Tech able to slightly outscore Pitt